how would you be able to tell if someone was wealthy? Most people would automatically look for what car the person drives, which designer clothes they wear, or how many luxury watches they own. But real wealth often looks nothing like that. Someone can spend thousands trying to look rich, but in reality, they may have very little financial security. Meanwhile, someone else looks very ordinary to you, but that person may quietly be building serious wealth. So what are the signs to look for? The first clue is simple. Wealthy people often care less about impressing other people. They have money, but they are not obsessed about money. It serves a purpose for them, but it doesn't become their whole identity. Think about that person who could afford the flashy car but chooses not to buy it. That doesn't necessarily mean they can't afford the car. It may mean they simply don't see the value in purchasing it to impress someone else. Another sign is that wealthy people know exactly where their money is going. They don't obsess over every dollar, but they know their numbers and understand what's coming in and what's going out. Another clue is that wealthy people are often very simple. Someone with real financial security doesn't need every outfit to announce how much it cost. They may choose a cheaper meal, an older phone, an ordinary hotel. Not because they're struggling, but because spending more on luxury items is not tied to their happiness. And here is a really big sign. When it comes to comparison, wealthy people are very good at separating their own progress from another person's. They don't benchmark their own achievements against someone else because they are very comfortable in their own skin. Another sign is that a wealthy person looks at long-term growth. Instead of constantly buying things they don't need, they may be putting their money into assets that grow over time. So if you hear someone constantly talk about investing or assets or long-term wealth, there's a real good chance that person is quietly building in the background. And here's another important point. A wealthy person has control over their time. Money becomes much more valuable when it gives you choices over how you spend your time, and all wealthy people know this very well. Someone who can take time off, or change jobs, or handle an unexpected expense without panic is a sign that someone is doing very well in life. Another subtle clue is how a person talks about money. They don't need to boast and tell everyone how much they earn, or what they own, or how successful they are. And that is the biggest distinction. Looking wealthy and speaking about being wealthy is about appearance. But actually being wealthy is to do with security, freedom, and peace of mind. The real goal isn't to convince everyone you're wealthy. It's to reach a point where money gives you more options, more security, more freedom, more peace of mind. So don't focus on looking rich. Focus on quietly becoming financially stronger. Because the best kind of wealth may be the kind that nobody else sees.